Hey guys, if you are new to my channel, my name is Courtney and I sell clothing and accessories on Poshmark, and I've done a couple of these ThredUp videos before, so if you haven't checked them out, they're in my channel. Also, if you enjoy these types of mystery boxes and rescue boxes, or also reselling content, hit the subscribe button below. I'm new to YouTube and I'm excited to make a lot of great content. So if you saw in the description, this is a ThredUp 50 handbag box that I actually didn't order. I had ordered 2 other handbag boxes and a mixed clothing box, and my mom, I would FaceTime her and show her all the bags that came in these boxes. And I felt like she would probably want to kind of get that element of surprise herself. Her house is under renovation right now, so her and my dad are limited in space. So she didn't do the 100 handbag box, even though that's the best deal. She went with the 50 handbag box, and it came I think Monday of this week. I don't know all the details of when she ordered it. I do know that she received 48 bags instead of the 50, so she did have to email them to let them know that. Also, she let them know about this first bag that I'm going to show you, and potentially that it might be a fake, and we're going to be getting it authenticated. So if you noticed in the description, you've probably seen a lot of these videos before. There's a mix of bags. You don't know what you're going to get. But she ended up getting potentially a vintage Chanel bag. So about halfway through FaceTiming me with her 3 giant boxes, it was kind of dark and I couldn't really see. And I just hear her go, "Oh no." And I said, "What?" I'm thinking something terrible or great potentially. And she just kind of pauses and says, "This says Chanel." And she and myself are not handbag collectors. However, we do know quality when we feel it, when we see it. And it was a little dark, so I couldn't see much, but she lives about an hour away. And when I was able to see her a couple days ago, she gave me the bags so I could do this video, all the bags, so I could do this video. So I'm going to show this bag first in case you're just here to look at this bag, and then I'll move on to just the other bags that we're planning on reselling. She does source for me occasionally or often. She's a big help and likes to go to thrift stores, and but she works full time, so she doesn't do anything besides just sourcing. So first up is this vintage Chanel bucket style bag. So this is the bag, and her first comment to me was, how could they potentially send a vintage Chanel? ThredUp does have ThredUp Luxe, and they are clearly have someone authenticating bags there, or a whole team. So how could this happen? I, after looking at it and feeling it, think that because it's vintage and it doesn't have the classic C's in more of an obvious place, the little bell here, the lighting's a little distracting, but I'll try and move this around. So the C's are on both sides of this gold ball, which I think could easily be missed. The quilted, it is like butter. I've never really felt a bag quite like this. And we've done quite a bit of research. We're also just trying to figure out who we want to authenticate it. But we've looked up everything from the number of stitches between the diamonds. There are, which I'm not going to be able to show you because I don't want to damage the bag, and it does seem vintage and just a bit more fragile. There are 2 markings, and I'm not sure if this is going to show. So that's the Chanel. And then this is the Italy, made in Italy. Yeah. And then there is a sticker. So if you're familiar with Chanel bags, there's a sticker. It also has the little pouch that comes with it. There is a sticker kind of at the bottom. And we were able to get a photo of it, but it does seem to line up with the everything, all the research we've looked at. So as far as the look of the sticker, it has the serial number. The serial number, as far as the digits, indicate, and just the look and the feel of it indicate that it's a vintage. So all I can say is there is some light wear. It's minor. So you can see some back here. So someone did use the bag, but the Chanel C's, I believe, are on some of the hardware. And it's just, if this is fake, it is a really good fake. And it's the softest bag I've ever felt. So I won't be able to provide if this is real, but please do follow me on Instagram if you want to stay up to date with the results of this bag, along with the other 2 bags that we'll get for the missing 2. So again, I don't want to try and show the sticker because it's just so far down there. I don't think the lining can be pulled out, and I don't want to damage this because if this is real, this could be quite a bit of money. So this is the first bag that I'll show. I would say condition is probably about a 7 out of 10. It still is buttery soft. It still looks beautiful. Minor wear on the bottom. I'm sure if someone collects vintage bags, wear's just a factor. So I would rate this a 7 out of 10. And we did find this exact bag that sold on ThredUp, I believe, for, I want to say $1,400. We've seen some other vintage Chanel that have sold, you know, $2,000-$3,000. So for my estimate today, I'm going to say if we were to sell it for the price that we saw this, and also we're not sure where we're going to sell it. So once we get it authenticated, if it is in fact real, then we're going to have to figure out how we want to sell it. What's going to be the best option for this. So it's a beautiful bag. I honestly just am still in a bit of shock. But if you were just here for that, this is the bag. And if you do have a great authentication service that you recommend, there's online ones. I live about 2 hours away from LA. She's about an hour and a half away from LA. So there are some in-person options as well that we might consider, just because you have to feel this. It's unlike, well, maybe it's like a lot of Chanel's. I don't own any Chanel's, but it's just the feeling alone is quality. So really interesting to see if this is going to be real. If so, we're projecting about $1,000 payout of whatever service that we'll actually receive for this. So I will put this carefully somewhere. So I'm going to move on. Again, I'm only going to show you the bags that we're planning on reselling. I decided not to do an open box. If you saw the other 100 handbag video that I just recently posted, to go through 100 handbags would take hours, and you have to go into these boxes knowing there's going to be a percentage that either don't have a high resale value, but or they're damaged and they're not worth reselling. So to keep these videos a little bit more brief and try and cover the quality, this is how I've decided to go about it. So this first bag is second bag, however, is a gray kind of hobo style tote bag. If you can see, which these metal hardware things are always hard in the light, but if you can see the brand, I'm not sure how to say it, Gusachi, maybe. It is in pretty good condition. I would rank this at about an 8 out of 10. It does have some light signs of wear, but nothing major that would be a deterrent of selling it. So it's definitely a cute, basic style. Looking at comps, we're thinking potentially 25 on this. This next bag is another great find. So this is by a brand called Millie. And this is just one of the heaviest duty bags that I've ever felt. It does have both straps. It's cute, I think this is a great style. It would be a great travel bag. It's even got the little luggage piece right here for if you are traveling. It's in great condition. It's about a 9 out of 10. Probably the fun part about this is when you open it, it just has this striking blue that I think if I opened this bag, I would be happy every time I opened it. So it's, you know, got the Millie right here, and it's clean. It's just a great bag. You can see the detail of the feet on the bottom, and heavy duty. Love the little zipper on the sides to be able to expand it. So great find and great comps on this. So we're anticipating about $80 for this. So next up is this, I think it's called Remy and Reed, but it's a little cream shoulder bag, again with the metal hardware. Hopefully you can see. So this is a cute little zip up shoulder bag, expandable strap. I wasn't familiar with this brand. I don't think my mom was either. This is, I believe, a vegan leather, but it's in good condition. Let's just confirm. Yeah, I think this, it doesn't have any leather. Not all bags have leather. Sometimes you can smell it. So we're thinking that this is a vegan leather, but I will double check. So it's in good condition. A couple small faint spots that I think some leather conditioner would be able to get out, but we're thinking about $30 for this. And then this next bag is a Lamika, I think that's how you say it, backpack. So it's a cute leather. I love the little stitching detail, the embossed branding, if it's showing up, is right there. So it seems to be in decent condition, at least the outside, but the inside does have some spots that I don't think we'll be able to get out. So it is genuine leather, made in Italy. It's definitely nice on the inside. I personally don't mind some spots on the inside if I buy a used bag because I'll probably get some more spots, but it probably will bring down the value. So we're only expecting about 10 just because of that interior, but maybe a little bit more. So as with my 100 handbag box, which you should go check out because that's another good one, I got quite a few Vera Bradley and my mom did as well. So I'm just going to quickly run through these all at once and then move on to the rest of the bags. But this is a really great Vera Bradley bag. I don't know much about Vera Bradley other than the print designs are pretty popular and you can kind of spot them anywhere. So this is a beautiful laptop bag. It's a grayish blue color. Its quality or condition is about 8 out of 10. Light signs of wear, but nothing major. This pocket back here is so that you can put it on your luggage handle. So again, perfect for traveling. Beautiful color. Even if you're not a Vera Bradley fan, I think that you would probably like to have this bag. So we're anticipating about $35 for this. And then another Vera Bradley, which has some chain, 2 straps, or the double straps right here, and then the longer strap with the chain detail. I haven't seen the chain detail on other Vera Bradley bags, so I'm not sure how common that is. But it's clean on the inside out. I would rate this about an 8 out of 10, a little bit more medium size, but I love the pop of the kind of the aqua color, cute design. And so we're anticipating about 20 for that. Another Vera Bradley. This is kind of an expandable strap. It's kind of a hipster, I think this is a hipster style bag. So if you expand the strap, it'll sit right at your hip as a crossbody. So another cute design, anticipating about 25 for that. This is a black and yellow print, and it's a hobo style. 8 out of 10 on condition. Probably about maybe 15 for this, maybe 20. I have sold one like that already from the last box and it went for 25, but that was full price. I think I was only expecting about 20. So here's another Vera Bradley. I think this is a really kind of cute print. If you're a Vera Bradley fan, I would assume that you would like this print. It's kind of a brown, pink, yellow color. It's a little bit dirty, so we're gonna try and clean it. Nothing really to show on camera, but I think if you can see a light spot right there. So I think that'll bring down the value. So maybe only 10 or 15 for this. And I think this is the last Vera Bradley, which is another little expandable crossbody hipster, a little bit more of a pastel color. but maybe 20 for that. Yeah, the condition's maybe 7 out of 10. Okay, moving on past the Vera Bradley. This is a Michael Kors. So it is a really nice leather bag. It's got this white, light brown color, obviously the statement of the brand. The strap is expandable. And at first glance, it was kind of, wow, this is in great condition. But I actually started taking photos of this. I'm working on getting all of this listed, but it does take some time. I noticed that when zipped up, I'm not sure if it's going to pick it up, but there's definitely some staining right there. There's some marks on the back that, you know, probably just rubs against clothing. The bottom looks good. So the other flaw is this little zipper is missing the pull. So I think that we're going to have to do some cleaning on this. But if we can get it clean, I think we could probably get about 75 for this, just because it's a heavy duty, nice leather Michael Kors bag. This next bag is by the brand J. Francis. And it's kind of a hard leather, but it's definitely a striking blue color. It is missing the long strap, so it would really only be something that you could hold with your hand. I do love this flip to get it open. So we're thinking based off of comps, it's pretty clean otherwise. We're thinking based on comps about 15 for this, just because of that missing strap. And this is got all my little notes here, Lasac woven straw bag. So I really like the design, the colors. It's pretty small, but you can see the brand right here. It's 8 out of 10 in condition. I don't think we'll get much, but maybe 15. It is a really cute design. This next one is a really pretty kind of gray, light blue color. It's a fossil leather bag. And fossil leather bags do quite well, especially if they're in good condition. This is definitely in good condition. I would say 8 out of 10. I think there are a couple faint spots. So there's the logo, a couple faint spots. I can't remember where. But this is definitely in good condition. Has both straps, clean on the inside. So we're hoping something around 50 to 55 on this. Lots of card pockets and whatnot. So a really pretty color, nice soft buttery leather, and love it when it comes with both straps. So this next one is kind of a risk. I don't think I would list this, but when my mom looked up comps, she thought, well, this design, and it might get more money online, even if not much, than in a warehouse sale. So this is a little crossbody expandable bag. This is by Easy Spirit. So definitely not too high end, but it's super clean. We'd rate it about a 9 out of 10. And it's definitely a cute print. So I'm definitely going to list it, and hopefully someone will either add this to a bundle, or, you know, if they're searching through the page, maybe just spot the print and not really care too much about the brand. This was a really interesting bag that when we looked up, not too many have sold, but this is, and I'm not sure if it's going to pick up on the felt, but this is a brand, and I'm not quite sure how to say it, but Blvd maybe. So it's a hard shell backpack, so you can hear. It's got really cute feet that kind of literally look like a little bit taller feet. It's in great condition. It's a dark felt gray. And when looking it up, apparently this is Sweden's premier backpack for adults. So pretty basic, but some of these have sold for quite a bit of money. And we're actually anticipating about 75 for this. So definitely a really unique bag and kind of cool. That's what I love most about these boxes, is if you're still trying to learn brands or want to get more familiar with brands, this is a great way to do it, because you don't know what you're going to get. All right, this next one is by the brand Cleo and Petit, is maybe how you say it. It's a little envelope purse. I love these clasps, but you can see the inside. It's a nice neutral with that pop of red. I would say conditions about 8 out of 10, and I think that we might be able to get about 25 for this. This next bag was an interesting find and a surprising one on comps. So the brand is Etro. It's got it on the hardware, and then it has it inside. I think sometimes seeing the labels helps, so hopefully these are picking up. But sometimes seeing the labels help. That way if you're out thrifting, you might recognize something that doesn't look like too much. But this is... apparently has pretty good resale value, and this condition is probably 8 out of 10. It looks like there might be a little bit of wear on the inside of this strap right here, but it's this really pretty design, which apparently is their classic design. And these exact bags have gone up over $100 resold. So nice little crossbody. We're anticipating about 75 for this. I think there's 3 more. So this is I can't remember, this is the 31 brand, which I wasn't familiar with. Another little crossbody. Cute little railroad stripe print. And the branding is on the zipper pull, but it's also on this little piece of paper right here. So at first glance, you wouldn't really think too much, and I don't think it's a high resale value. But it does sell, and it's cute. So I think it's an 8 out of 10 on condition, and probably about $15 that we can get for it. And I've been seeing this brand more and more, and I've sold one already. I think that I found at the bins. But this is the Baggalini, and this is really a kind of pretty purple color. It's not really picking up, or at least it's showing blue in what I can see. But this is a nice travel bag company, easy to clean, which is great. The backpack style can also be zipped up to be more of a shoulder bag, but nice little bag. The only concern that we have, and if you guys know, let me know in the comments, is there's this little leather flap, and it looks like it should be folded over like that. However, there's nothing, it doesn't even look like anything's missing on either the leather or on this nylon. So not quite sure if it's just supposed to be flimsy like that. I would find that hard to believe. So if it's supposed to be like this, or if we can find out what the deal is with this, 7 out of 10 on condition just because of this and just that confusion. Maybe $20 for this. And then this is the last bag, which I started taking photos of last night, and it's a Haan. So it's obviously a soft Haan leather small mini bag. It's cute, except actually there's a little bit of stain there, so we could probably get that out. But I started to take photos, and when I was going to zip it, there's some damage where it won't actually even go past. So I'm not sure if you can see. The zipper pull is kind of pulling away. So this unfortunately won't be able to resell, but I did want to show you because we thought we would be able to. So in total, if the Chanel bag is real and an estimate of about $1,000 payout on that one, the potential payout in total from Poshmark after fees and whatnot will be $1,577.40. If the Chanel is fake, we will return it and hopefully get a bag to replace that as well. The payout so far on the rest of the bags is only is $577.40. If we have another 29 bags that are sold at a warehouse sale, maybe approximately an average of $2 a piece, maybe another $58 there. So the potential profit after the cost of the box, which was $325, I believe, for the 50 bags, would bring it down to $1,000, $310 if the Chanel is real, or $310.40 if the Chanel is not real. And that is not including the replacement bags for the 2 missing bags or the Chanel, if that ends up being fake, getting a replacement bag for that. So in total, I'm really glad my mom got to open them and go through that. We're really having a fun time learning about brands and sourcing. So with all of that said, I do hope to do more of these ThredUp rescue boxes. Please like and subscribe below. I've put out quite a few videos recently, and I'll continue to put out a lot of variety and content. If you just like ThredUp, that's fine. Hopefully I'll do more of these, but also I plan to do more tips and tricks for resellers. I am a new full-time reseller. I was part-time up until about 2 weeks ago, and I was working full-time and then coming home every night and weekend day and just trying to build up my Poshmark closet. I'm over 1,000 available listings. I decided to go full-time because of my long commute. I live in a small mountain town about 2 hours outside of LA, and my commute to my previous job was over an hour each way, and it was about 3 hours driving total each day. So with that, I was really enjoying this. The sales and everything, inventory, everything like that was really starting to grow. And although it's always a risk to do something like this, I crunched my numbers. I'm really happy that I did. There's going to be ups and downs as far as sale days, but I think I want to share my journey on here with you all, just so that you can see someone that's kind of early on learning about this whole process. So if you haven't checked out my other videos, check those out. I had some really great finds at the bins earlier this week. And I hope you all subscribe, and I hope to meet you all on Instagram. My Instagram and my Poshmark Closet are COMMONTAGS, @COMMONTAGS, no space. And again, my name's Courtney. So great to meet you all. Thanks.